10 facts about history that sound fake but are true. History is often taught as a list of dates and events. But when we look closer, the past is full of strange, surprising, and sometimes unbelievable stories. Some of these events sound like myths or internet jokes, yet they are real and recorded in historical sources. Here are 10 facts from history that sound fake, but are absolutely true. Fact 1. Napoleon was once attacked by rabbits. Napoleon Bonaparte, one of the most powerful military leaders in Europe, once organized a rabbit hunt for entertainment. Hundreds of rabbits were released into a field for the event. But something unexpected happened. Instead of running away, the rabbits rushed toward Napoleon and his soldiers. They surrounded him, climbed onto his coat, and chased him across the field. The reason was simple but embarrassing. The rabbits used in the hunt had been raised as pets, so they thought Napoleon was bringing them food. Fact 2. Ancient Romans used urine as toothpaste. In ancient Rome, people used urine for cleaning many things, including their teeth and clothes. This sounds shocking today, but there was a scientific reason. Urine contains ammonia, which can help remove stains and whiten surfaces. Public urine was collected in containers and sometimes even taxed by the government. Although this method may seem strange now, it shows how people in the past used what they had available. Fact 3. Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than to the pyramids. Many people imagine Cleopatra living at the same time as the pyramids of Egypt. But the pyramids were built around 2500 BC, while Cleopatra lived around 30 BC. That means Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing in 1969 than to the construction of the pyramids. This fact reminds us how enormous human history really is. Fact 4. A war once started because of a bucket. In 1325, two Italian city-states, Bologna and Modena, were already political rivals. One day, soldiers from Modena stole a wooden bucket from a public well in Bologna. The theft may sound small, but it was seen as a serious insult. Tensions escalated, and eventually a full military conflict broke out. Thousands of soldiers fought in what became known as the War of the Bucket. Even today, the bucket is still preserved in a museum in Modena. Fact 5. Vikings valued cats. More than you might think, Vikings are often remembered as fierce warriors, but they also depended heavily on animals. Cats were extremely important on Viking ships. They protected stored food by hunting rats and mice. Cats were also connected to Norse mythology. The goddess Freya, associated with love and fertility, was said to ride a chariot pulled by giant cats. Because of this, cats were often seen as symbols of luck and protection. Fact 6. The shortest war in history lasted less than an hour. In 1896, a conflict broke out between Britain and the Sultanate of Zanzibar. After the Sultan refused British demands, British naval ships began bombarding the palace. The Sultan's forces were quickly overwhelmed. Within about 40 minutes, the palace was destroyed and the Sultan fled. This conflict is officially recognized as the shortest war in recorded history. Fact 7. Medieval people knew the earth was round. A common myth says that people in the Middle Ages believed the earth was flat. In reality, most educated people already knew the earth was round. Ancient Greek scholars had calculated the earth's size over 1,000 years earlier. Medieval sailors, scholars, and church leaders understood this knowledge as well. The idea that everyone believed in a flat earth is mostly a modern misunderstanding. Fact 8. One man survived both atomic bombings. Tsutomu Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima in August 1945 when the atomic bomb exploded. He survived the blast and returned to his hometown, Nagasaki. Just a few days later, the second atomic bomb was dropped there. Incredibly, he survived again. He later lived a long life and became a symbol of the human ability to endure even the worst events. Fact 9. There was a dancing plague in Europe. In 1518, a woman in Strasbourg began dancing in the street and could not stop. Soon, dozens of others joined her. Within weeks, hundreds of people were dancing for hours every day. Some collapsed from exhaustion, dehydration, or heart problems. Historians still debate the cause. Some suggest illness, others extreme stress or mass hysteria. To this day, the dancing plague remains one of history's strangest mysteries. Fact 10. The Eiffel Tower was meant to be temporary. When the Eiffel Tower was built in 1889, it was only intended to stand for about 20 years. Many Parisians disliked its appearance and thought it ruined the skyline. But engineers soon realized the tower was useful as a radio transmission point. Because of this practical use, it was never removed. Today, it is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. Outro. History is full of strange and surprising stories, and sometimes the truth really is stranger than fiction. If you enjoyed these facts, let me know which one surprised you the most. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating facts every week.